Hi guys, welcome back. In this video, we are going to discuss about sequence and series. This is a part of differential calculus where we study about convergence and divergence of different types of series and sequences. First of all, what is meant by sequence and what is meant by series? Sequence, sequence in the sense it is an um, group of terms which have certain order. Like these are group of terms, they are following certain order: 1 plus 1, 2, 2 plus 1, 3, 3 plus 1, 4. They are following particular order. So these type of uh, groups with certain order is known as s- sequence. If consider an group of terms just like 1, 5, 11, 18, 23, and so on up to infinity. It is an this is also a group of terms, but there is no any order in these terms. This type of arrangements are known as series. Uh, Type of series. If you consider type of series, there are three types of series. One is convergent, divergent, and oscillatory. There can be convergent, divergent, oscillatory sequence also. We are going to discuss about series only. Okay. To test the convergence of a series, we have uh, comparison test. We use comparison test to uh, know the convergence and divergence of a given series. Just consider if sigma un and sigma vn be two series of positive terms and sigma vn be convergent, then sigma un is also convergent if limit n tends to infinity, un by vn is equal to finite number. That means just consider two series, two series un, sigma un and sigma vn. It is a given series. We have to find it. We have to find the convergence or divergence of this series. We have to predict whether it is convergent or divergence. This is the sigma vn is the series that we took. With this help, with the help of this series, we will judge the convergence or divergence of this sigma un series. To judge the convergence or divergence of an sigma un, we use these conditions. If sigma vn is convergent, then sigma un is also going to be convergent. If limit n tends to infinity, un by vn equal to some positive constant. If limit tends to infinity, un by vn is equal to a positive constant, then we can say that that is an sigma vn un is an convergent series. If sigma vn is divergent, then sigma un is also divergent. If limit n tends to infinity, un by vn is equal to some positive value. What it says, says that when limit tends to infinity, un by vn is positive definite value. Then if vn is diverging, then we can judge that un is also going to be diverging. That's what a comparison test says. Uh, to say the convergence of series vn, we will use p series test. Uh, this might be the typical form of the vn that we will take, because in problem you will get to know how we are forming this vn. This from n value 10 ranging from 1 to infinity. That implies 1 by 1 power p plus 1 by 2 power p plus 1 by 3 power p and so on up to infinity. This is our what we call series formed by us to test the convergence or divergence of a given series. This form of series will be convergent if p greater than 1, and this type of series will be divergent if p less than or equal to 1. Just consider a problem. We are given 1 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 5 plus 1 by 7 plus and so on up to 1 by 2 power n. It is a given series. We have to find whether it is converging or diverging. To what we call to write to find the find the convergence or divergence of a series, first we have to form its nth term. Nth term means if we keep n equal to 1, we have to get the first value. If we keep n equal to 2, we have to get the second value. Like that, we have to form the nth term. It was luckily given in the question, but in many other cases, we have to form the nth term and we have to carry out the further calculations. And here sigma un can be written as 1 by summation of 1 by 2n minus 1. Yeah. Now, we just talked about limit n tends to infinity. Un by Vn must be a positive constant. Then we can, based upon this Vn, we can judge convergence or divergence of an given series Un. Now, if we consider in this Un, limit n tends to infinity, 1 by 2n minus 1 by Vn equal to, it must be, it must and should be a positive term to judge its convergence or divergence. Just keep this Vn aside. If you keep this here n as infinity, then this whole limit will be what we call, this whole numerator is going to be 0 because 1 by infinity is 0 and we are not getting any positive term. We cannot judge any convergence. So we have to somehow reduce, eliminate this n. So we are on base on this n value, we are going to form our denominator Vn. We are going to form Vn as 2n minus 1 by 1 by n. Because if we take out this n common, just like 1 by n into 2 into 1 minus 1 by n by 1 by n, we can cancel it. Now, if limit n tends to infinity, this term will be going to be 0. The whole limit exists 1 by 2. It's a positive term. Now we can judge what we call its convergence and divergence. That's what I did. It turned out to be 1 by 2. Now, if we know that what type of series is 1 by n, we can judge uh, the convergence and divergence of this Vn. Yeah, to judge the convergence or divergence of an Vn, we just talked about P series test. Yeah, here if the P value is going to be greater than 1, it's going to be convergent. P value less than or equal to 1, it's going to be divergent. As here P value is equal to 1, it's going to be divergent. Vn is going to be divergent. So from this we can say that Un is also going to be divergent. This is how we deduce the convergence or divergence of a particular series. Just I have just written another example for you. Just work out this example. It's a just like same example discussed above, but here we don't have any n value. We have to form the n value. Just look on the top. These all things are odd numbers. We can form uh, n term for odd number as 2n minus 1. Now, just look at here. First term 1, 2, 3. That means as n value increasing, there is no what we call increase in any increase in n value, first term value. So we can directly take n here 2, 3, 4. When n is equal to 1, we have to get this thing. We have to get this thing. As n value equal to 1, to get here 2, we have to take n plus 1. If n value is 3, not 5. If n value equal to 1, to get 3 over here, we have to take n plus 2. This is how we form Vn, Un, we form Un and just carry out these steps. We are going to get it. It's not that typical.